After sundown, as the twilight began to fade, I retired to my bedroom for sleep. As I've aged, the call of sleep has come earlier and earlier to me each day until, recently, I began to take to my bed before the darkness was even full. Alone, in my room, the warm blankets and soft pillows called to me like the mellow song of sirens from the ancient world. I longed for their embrace, for peace, for rest. But before I lay down, I decided to take one last look out of my bedroom window before the light faded to blackness. One last look into the beautiful, natural world of my yard. The little piece of the earth that I had worked my whole life to call my own. I like to enjoy it when I'm able. What I saw out there this evening wasn't calming or beautiful, wasn't serene or satisfying. Instead, a dark and lonely fear settled into the pit of my stomach. I felt faint, dizzy, lightheaded. My breath stopped, and my heart seemed to cease pumping altogether. A dark figure appeared to loom in the bushes of my front yard. The shadows of twilight made it hard to be sure what I was seeing, or if I was seeing it at all. It was not wholly human, but what other creature it could have been, I cannot say. Tall, gaunt, and withered thin to the point of emaciation. Sunken eye sockets, inhabited by eyes that I could not make out. Skin that appeared as black as midnight. Teeth protruding from its skull like old stones half settled into the earth. Hairless and naked as far as I could tell. It stood motionless, staring at me, through me. I stared back, still as death, mouth agape, unable to move or cry out. Slowly, after what seemed like hours, the creature turned and slowly left, fading into the shadows like breath receding into a winter's night. Slowly, my terror began to pass. I regained control of myself. I wondered if I had really just seen what I thought I had. Did I imagine it? Was my mind deteriorating? Dementia setting in? Was this someone's idea of a bad joke? Were my eyes simply playing tricks on me? I couldn't say. I let my bushes grow tall that year, foregoing the annual pruning I had done season after season with such regularity, hoping to block out any view of the thing that so haunted me. But even though my view of the front yard from the bedroom window was now blocked by green summer foliage, I could still feel its presence out there. I could sense the cold, dark abyss of its gaze, looking back at me from somewhere out in the night, waiting for me. As time passed, I realized that not only was it still out there, but it had been there all along. For my entire life, it had been following me, and one day we would meet again. face to face. When we did, it would not be as enemies, though I could not say it would be as friends either. Our gazes would meet again for what seemed like eternity. Then we'd both turn and fade into the dark, like a breath lost in the night.